Hey there. I thought you might appreciate a wee trip into the forest in this part of the property. So this is the bit where I think last week I showed you I had potatoes growing down in the front of it. So they were just grown from potatoes that had randomly seeded, and the little ones that were left behind, they've turned into quite a forest there. Pumpkins I didn't show you are starting to run. We have tendrils going off all over the place down the front down there, so that's just starting to really take off. But back at the start of the season we did have a whole ton of pumpkins up through in this area, so a whole lot of seedlings in here. So I thought I'd do a bit of foraging and find them. So you can see there's a few thistles and things that have grown up in here, and I'm just kind of letting it all go because it's mulching all the potatoes that are in here. So if I go around this side though, we've got a few things here of note. There's an Alexander and cow parsley there that are both from the Guytons property down in Riverton. So we went on a bit of a pilgrimage down to see them because they were the ones that inspired us, and picked up a few plants, and I've got them dotted around the property. There's a huge horseradish growing here. We got tons off that last winter, and it's an amazing plant, but we've got them dotted all around the place now because I've been dividing the crowns. There's tansy all through here. It's kind of self-seeded around the bottom of this silk tree, and then there's a whole lot of Jerusalem artichokes. Now we call them fartichokes. We can't really tolerate them. Our guts can't tolerate them. But we're using them to grow essentially a carbon crop. They keep coming up like this. We keep chopping them back. They keep coming back. It's fantastic. So this is a pear. This is a grafted pear with two varieties on it, and it's been doing okay, but it's just starting to come into its own and really grow, I think. So around the base of it is comfrey, and we have a ton of comfrey growing everywhere around the property. But what I really wanted to show you was through this side, more potatoes obviously, but down in amongst this, this is mustard. I planted mustard as a green manure crop, and I'm going to let it go to seed because it's just providing a fantastic cover right across the soil. So down in here we've got a pumpkin that's coming away that looks like the pink banana pumpkin. And there's some more down in here, and I'd love to do what the Guytons do, which is just walk around stomping on it and pushing it down with my foot. But down underneath it we've got a few lettuces and things growing, so they're taking advantage of the low light down here and growing in underneath this plant. Now I've just pulled all this to one side, and hopefully they'll keep going and they'll be edible soon. You can also see there's a catmint in here. There seems to be catmints coming up everywhere, so that's good. No cat fighting. If you look down through here, you can see them dotted around. Here's another pumpkin in back here. If I recall, there was some more over this direction, but I can't seem to figure out exactly where they are. So that's kind of the way in this place. So in the last few weeks, as we've been harvesting potatoes, we've been chucking all the small ones in here, and eventually this will all grow up as potatoes and comfrey and mustard, and then we can grow a cover crop of pumpkins over the top. And as you can see there, and as you can see from the ones through on the other part of the garden, they're all really starting to run, and they'll go all over the top of all of this. And push it down to the ground. They're heavy enough to do that, so it'll be really interesting to see what's happening. Anyway, it was a bit longer than I thought, but hope you're enjoying your day. Cheers.